Welcome back to The Report. It's time to tackle a viewer question in our Genesis Science Q&A. This week's submission comes from Eli M., who asks, do we know how many people were actually living before the flood? I'm not sure how long of a gap there was between creation and the flood, but with those crazy lifespans, I feel like the population would have been growing exponentially up to that point. Thoughts? Thanks for the question, Eli. Great thought, and you're logically processing it. What we don't know is if the age of sexual maturity was different pre-flood. So it could have been longer before they reached childbearing age, which that could factor in. There's a whole lot of unknowns. So let's say that in less than 2,000 years, starting with 2 people, there could theoretically be several hundred million people. Some people throw out the number like 750 million people, if the population growth rate was similar to today's rate. But since they lived longer, it might have been much higher. But then you have to consider, well, the Bible states that they were very wicked throughout the earth. Then what if they were constantly warring against each other? Well, that means that we might be looking at much less. We may have been looking at a high infant mortality rate, high death rates. There are way too many variables to know for sure, and there are only a few chapters of history in the Bible with details about those pre-flood years. I wish I could give you a more definitive answer, but hopefully at least there's some food for thought. Now, we love connecting with you, our viewers, so remember to keep those questions coming. You can share them with us on social media or via email, comments@genesissciencenetwork.com. Now, for those interested in this week's Q&A topic, be sure to check out our featured resource, Grappling with the Chronology of the Genesis Flood. Written by Stephen Boyd and my friend Andrew Snelling, this comprehensive work dives into one of the most debated events in biblical history. Meticulously researched work brings together theology and modern science to explore the global impact of the flood and its place in both biblical chronology and geological history. The authors tackle critical questions and present compelling insights drawn from exhaustive research to confront skepticism and provide clarity on some of these issues. Readers will appreciate the technical. It is quite a lengthy book. It's very technical, but also there are accessible explanations of how geological formations, sedimentary layers, and fossil records can be seen through a flood model lens. And the book also addresses criticisms and challenges faced by proponents of a global flood and provides thoughtful responses, which are grounded in rigorous scholarship. Now, whether you're a theologian, a scientist, or a curious reader, Grappling with the Chronology of the Genesis Flood equips you with a deeper understanding of the flood's role as a foundational event, not just in shaping the Earth's landscape, but in communicating a profound message about judgment, mercy, and God's sovereignty through it all. Dive into this resource for an eye-opening blend of ancient text and modern science and discover what makes the Genesis Flood a pivotal moment in biblical and natural history. You can get your copy by visiting the Creation Superstore or online at creationsuperstore.com.